Hello, children. Today we are going to take up a new chapter, verbs and kinds of verbs. What is a verb? A word that shows an action, state, or an event is called a verb. It is an essential part of a sentence and is known as the soul of language. For example, they study English grammar. Here, verb study is an action. We celebrate Independence Day. Here, celebrate is an event. I sleep at night. Here, word sleep is a state. Now, let us read the following sentences. The baby sleeps peacefully in its cot. It is too cold to swim today. Sorry, Mama, I forgot to close the tap. Look, Rahul, I have a new watch. The injured lion roared loudly. Hello, Arun. How are you? In sentence 1, sleeps is a doing verb. It shows action, what the baby is doing. Examples of doing verb are fly, swim, break, dance, cry, sing. In sentence 2, is a being verb. It shows what people and things exist and what they are. For example, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. In sentence 3, forgot is a thinking verb. It shows how people process ideas. For example, think, believe, remember, imagine. In sentence 4, have is a having verb which shows that people have or possess. For example, has, have, having, had. In sentence 5, roared is a saying verb which shows how living things express themselves. For example, growl, squeak, shout, howl, whisper, say, call. Let us take two different kind of verbs, transitive verb and intransitive verb. What is a transitive verb? A verb that needs an object to complete itself is called transitive verb. It is called transitive because it passes its action from subject to object. For example, the boy kicks the football. He loves his mother. What is an intransitive verb? A verb that doesn't need any object to complete itself is called intransitive verb. It does not pass its action from subject to the object. For example, the girls smiled. The sun shines. Now let us clarify what is direct object and indirect object. A direct object is usually the name of something. For example, Alice made a doll. Here doll is a thing, so it is a direct object. He flies his kite. Here kite is a thing, hence it is direct object. What is an indirect object? An indirect object is usually the name of some person. For example, she gave a rupee to him. Here rupee is a thing, so it is a direct object. Him is a person, so it is indirect object. Let us take another example. Ram passed the ball to Harish. Here ball is a thing, so it is a direct object. Whereas Harish is a person, so it is indirect object. Now let us learn the use of to and for. To is used when we give something to someone. For example, please give this storybook to Radha. And for is used when we buy something or do something for someone. For example, my father bought a cycle for me. In the end, we will learn verbs of incomplete predication and complement. Let us read these sentences. A dog is an animal. The man seems tired. The thief always lives in fear. She became sad. In these sentences, the verbs do not make complete sense by themselves. Something has to be added to each verb to complete the sense. But these verbs do not require objects after them to complete their sense. Therefore, these verbs are intransitive. To sum up, verbs that do not make complete sense but require some word or words after them for this purpose are called verbs of incomplete predication. In other words, the word or phrase so added is called the complement. A complement is that which completes the predicate. Now we will take up some exercises to understand these concepts even better. Thank you.